What is up everyone, it's CMG here. So recently we've started seeing some of the tasters and teasers for the long awaited Overwatch 2 Invasion update, or Season 6, which promises the huge PvE story missions that everyone has known about for some time, and have been waiting for so long to get their hands on it. And on 10th of August, next Thursday, the hype and talk, and of course the concerns, finally rears its head, and according to the settings, it's our job as heroes to push back the invasion of Null Sector, which has begun its invasion on 3 different cities: Rio, Toronto, and Gothenburg. All of these cities representing the 3-part storyline to the PvE content we are set to receive. Now before we continue on, I just want to remind you all once again, if you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. For those of you that have done it already, thank you. I highly appreciate you. So the first of these small teasers we've gotten recently following the lead up to the Invasion update has been the most recent animated short for Sojourn, simply titled Calling. In the short, Sojourn is living what appears to be a normal life with her dog Murphy in Toronto. She's then paid a visit by Agent Trombley, who seems to check in on her regularly, making sure that her post-superhero life is intact and she's not doing any secret Overwatch business behind the scenes. On this occasion, however, it would seem that Trombley has dug up some evidence to suggest that Sojourn is actually performing nighttime vigilantism in the suburbs against what seems to be separate Null Sector threats, and here we see what appears to be a future skin for Sojourn, either an epic or a legendary skin. Either way, say goodbye to your hard-earned Overwatch coins, i.e. money. As Sojourn is about to turn herself in after her secrets are revealed, a much bigger threat hits Toronto in the form of the Omnic invasion, and then Sojourn starts to turn her establishment into an entire Batcave and prepares to go to war as she starts to rally the rest of the Overwatch crew in an attempt to stop the invasion and save the people. A really nice short, I reckon. It definitely sets the scene really well going into the next Overwatch Invasion update, and I can see why Blizzard were trying to hold off on revealing this short, despite a lot of us knowing that we would be hit by this courtesy of a previous roadmap revealing the said short. But yeah, it was nice to finally see this short in its entirety. What I don't seem to understand though is why Blizzard opted to keep the short directly in the game and not upload the whole thing on YouTube though. That's something that they've always done with the animated shorts, but on this occasion they've just added it straight to the game and not done the latter. Despite this, I have seen quite a lot of others just simply upload the short to YouTube where everyone can just see it, so there you go. So next up, we see yet another teaser for the Overwatch Invasion that happens to include a mystery, solitary hacker individual who seems to be the person responsible for delivering a signal to the Overwatch headquarters in an attempt to round the heroes up to start the rebellion against the oncoming invasion in Rio, Toronto, and Gothenburg. And of course, this guy so happens to be former WWE wrestler John Cena. So yeah, the rumours were true surrounding his somewhat brief participation in Overwatch 2 marketing. There were some small hints on his Instagram where he was watching an Overwatch stream somewhere, leading everyone to believe that he was either going to be a future hero or there was going to be maybe a legendary skin given to one of the other heroes that bared a huge relation to John Cena. But I don't think that'll happen, although that didn't stop the likes of Play Overwatch on Twitter making a small joke about it as they proceeded to show off what appeared to be a graphic showing John Cena as a new hero and giving off his make-believe yet amusing abilities and ultimate he would have had in the game. I actually found this rather funny to look at, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm glad that John Cena's somewhere in the game. I was a big fan of him growing up when I was watching WWE in the, what was it called, the Ruthless Aggression era, I believe. And yeah, I was a big fan of John Cena in those days. But yeah, it's good to see him there. And of course, finally, we have the most recent teaser video that is designed to set the scene perfectly going into the Overwatch Invasion storyline. Null Sector is invading the 3 cities, as mentioned earlier, and it's Overwatch's duty as an organisation to disperse the Omnics and save the cities. So what do I think of all this? Am I going to be buying the mission packs to play the content? Well, the answer to that question is yes, I probably will. Because I do want to be able to play the PvE content, as we've been waiting for years at this point to be able to play it. But I'm really hoping that this content is the start of huge things and a huge turnaround for the game. Hopefully a step in the right direction. Overwatch 2 has been quite lackluster for me lately, and thus has given me a little reason to turn on and play. And that's not including the abysmal PvP matchmaking that this game is spitting out at the moment. But if there is one thing I'm rooting for, in order for the game to turn itself around and give us some hope about its future, it's definitely the anticipated PvE content, which is the invasion stuff. It might not be as fleshed out as what we were hoping, but if the story missions prove to be a hit for all of us, then I think that we can at least give it a chance. I think this PvE locked away behind a paywall is a bit silly, but at the end of the day, it is a free-to-play game. Blizzard have to be making its money. That part is not to be disputed, but of course, it's the prices for content that makes people ticked off more than anything. If said content is not up to standards and Overwatch 2 still feels lackluster despite all of this, then I'm not sure what the future is for Overwatch 2 going forwards. We'll have to see what happens, but I feel as someone who considers themselves a true Overwatch veteran, someone who keeps coming back despite all of the flaws, I feel like I'm entitled to some changes for the better because, as I've kept saying to myself of late, Overwatch 2 and me share a love-hate relationship. I may hate everything there is to represent the game, be it matchmaking or skin prices, but there is still a part of me deep down that still cares. But anyway, what do you yourself think about the Overwatch 2 Invasion update coming August 10th? Are you going to be playing the PvE? If not, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my other social medias, my Twitter, or now my X account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. My Instagram and my Threads is also available for you to go and follow, so go ahead and do that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day, have a great life, be nice to your fellow gamers because we're all human beings. I've been CMG as always, and until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace.